Greetings, my beloved children. Welcome to the sanctuary of eternal grace and truth. Do you feel the heavy chains of your past mistakes dragging your weary soul down to the dark today? The cruel shadows whisper that you are broken forever, but they only speak empty and bitter lies. Today, we will witness how the darkest, coldest ashes can bloom into the purest, brightest white lily. Listen closely to my voice, for your ultimate redemption story begins right here, right now, my child. My precious little one, why do you keep staring at the shattered ruins of yesterday's broken dreams? You try so desperately to hide those dirty scars, afraid that my eyes will judge your deepest failures. You clutch that crumpled parchment of ancient sins, believing its black ink defines your true worth now. Every wrong turn, every momentary weakness, you have carefully recorded in that heavy scroll. You kneel in the cold dust, trembling under the weight of a sentence you pronounced upon yourself. You are convinced that your original purity is forever lost in the mud of your past transgressions. You wear your guilt like a torn, filthy cloak, hoping it will shield you from my penetrating gaze. But my eyes do not seek out your flaws. They only search for the wounded heart hiding beneath the dirt. The ancient stones around you represent the rigid laws that demand perfection you cannot achieve alone. You think you owe a massive debt of righteousness, counting every single coin of failure and regret. Have you forgotten that my love is not a transaction measured by your human standards of perfection? You cry silent tears in the shadows, believing you are entirely unworthy to step into my presence. You isolate your soul, building walls of shame from the broken bricks of your misguided decisions. Look closely at your trembling hands. The dirt upon them is temporary, not a permanent stain. I see the genuine sorrow in your weary eyes, the silent plea for a mercy you think you do not deserve. Do you truly believe that any human mistake can be stronger than my divine, everlasting compassion? Your self-condemnation is a heavy stone you roll over the entrance of your own spiritual tomb. But no tomb is sealed tight enough to keep my radiant light from finding you in the darkest night. The time has come to stop reading those pages of condemnation, for they are nothing but ancient history. Are you ready to surrender that crumpled paper of guilt and let my healing grace wash over you? As the shadows grow deeper, the ancient enemy begins to circle your fragile and weary mind.
There is no escape.
Demonic accusers emerge from the thick mist, wielding rusted iron chains forged by your own regrets. They replay the bitter tapes of your past, ensuring every failure echoes loudly in your silent heart. They hiss malicious lies, telling you that you are fundamentally broken and completely beyond repair. These formless shadows point to the scattered ruins, the broken weapons, and the spilled wine of your life. They use those painful memories as evidence to convict you in the merciless court of your own mind. Heavy metal shackles slowly slither across the dirt, wrapping tightly around your wrists and ankles. They lock your steps in place, ensuring you remain imprisoned in the paralyzing fear of judgment. The accuser claims that divine retribution is your only destiny, crushing your remaining flickers of hope. You bow your head in utter defeat, accepting the lies as if they were the ultimate, undeniable truth. You believe that the darkness has finally won, that the chains of your sins can never be broken. The enemy wants you to focus on your weakness, blinding you to the overwhelming power of my grace. They construct a fortress of despair around you, walling off any possibility of a brighter tomorrow. Every time you try to stand, the heavy rusted iron pulls you violently back into the suffocating mud. But remember, the enemy's power relies entirely on the illusion that you are fighting this battle alone. They tremble at the mere thought of you, realizing your true identity as my deeply cherished child. Even in this suffocating darkness, do you hear the gentle whisper of my spirit calling your true name? The shadows may scream their accusations, but my quiet voice of love is infinitely more powerful. Do not accept their verdict. Their authority over you is a fragile illusion waiting to be shattered. Hold on just a moment longer, for the dawn of your magnificent rescue is rapidly approaching. Suddenly, a brilliant beam of celestial light slices through the oppressive darkness like a golden sword. The formless accusers shriek and scatter, unable to withstand the blinding purity of my holy presence. I reach down into your prison of despair, offering my pierced hands to your trembling, mud-stained ones. Look closely at these scars. They are the eternal proof that your debt was fully paid on the cross. I gently touch that crumpled parchment of guilt, the heavy scroll of your countless ancient transgressions. Instantly, the dark ink dissolves, and the parchment bursts into a brilliant, purifying flame of grace. It does not burn with destructive fire, but with a warm, healing light that consumes all your shame. The rusted iron chains binding your wrists and ankles begin to crack under the sheer weight of my love. With a thunderous sound, the shackles shatter into 1,000 pieces, falling harmlessly into the dust. From the very center of those glowing ashes, a miraculous green sprout begins to push through the soil. It blossoms rapidly into a stunning white lily, pristine and completely untouched by the surrounding ruin. This flower is your soul, reborn and washed perfectly clean by the sacred blood of absolute forgiveness. In my eyes right now, you are not defined by your past. You are as pure as the first fallen snow. I do not view you through the harsh lens of judgment, but through the perfect lens of unconditional grace. The dark clouds above completely dissipate, allowing the warm morning sun to kiss your tear-stained face. You lift your hands, no longer chained, feeling the magnificent freedom that you thought was lost forever. The heavy burden of condemnation has been entirely lifted from your exhausted and weary shoulders. Breathe deeply, my child, and inhale the fresh, sweet air of a brand new beginning created just for you. Your record has been wiped clean. The old, broken version of yourself has finally passed away. When faced with the sheer magnitude of this unmerited favor, how will you choose to live your life today? Do you now truly understand the depth of the love that willingly took your punishment upon the cross? The terrifying lens of judgment has shattered, and a profound, tranquil peace settles over the landscape. Look down at yourself. The filthy, torn rags of your old life have completely vanished into thin air. You are now clothed in a radiant, seamless garment of fine white linen, woven by my own divine hands. Stand up tall, my beloved child, and lift your chin with the quiet confidence of the fully redeemed. Do not let those old, dusty chapters prevent you from writing the most glorious story of your entire life. The mistakes of yesterday are merely stepping stones of wisdom, not a gloomy prison to hold you captive. You step out of the ancient ruins, leaving the broken stones and shattered chains far behind you now. Before you unfolds a magnificent path, paved with golden light, leading toward a lush, vibrant garden. Your future is no longer anchored to the heavy weights of regret, but propelled by my endless mercy. walk forward with unwavering faith, knowing that my presence will guide your every step along the way. The demonic accusers have lost their voices entirely, silenced forever by the ultimate triumph of love. You are no longer a slave to fear, but a cherished heir to the eternal kingdom of heavenly light. The white lily blooms brightly in the center of the garden, a constant reminder of your miraculous rebirth. Embrace this newfound freedom and let your healed soul sing a joyous song of victory and profound peace. I have called you by your true name, and you belong completely and eternally to me, without a doubt.
And deeply loved.
Every sunrise will now be a beautiful testament to the grace that rescued you from the edge of despair. Never again allow the enemy to convince you that your worth is tied to the stumbles of your past. You are defined by the immense price that was paid for your soul, not by the debts you could never pay. Go forth and shine your light into the world, showing others the incredible power of true forgiveness. Your journey of redemption is a masterpiece, a beautiful testament to the boundless depths of my compassion. Rest securely in my embrace, for you are safe, you are loved, and you are finally, truly home. When your heavy heart is completely cleansed, I will prepare a new glorious path for your future steps. Where do you believe this magnificent new path of grace will lead your reborn soul? Tell me down below. Please subscribe, like, and share this message of hope to guide other lost souls toward the eternal light.